a model for snacks. Put on these lettuce gloves, you will get scratched. Don't say. Nope, we can call a regular. Starting to get close on all of them. Aye, you ready for a story? Coming right up. In trust, this should be able to adopt you on this. What do we want to name you? Because lazy's not happening. I mean, if it's going to be a lazy cat, coloration's wrong, but... Stress release for your cats. Stray lure mastered. You have adopted every cat that is attracted to the hardy homecoming lure. To adopt more cats, buy a different lure. Okay, let's go ahead and place our... Apparently we're gonna attract a cat with lubricant. I have questions, but also I don't want to know. But we're gonna find out. The one disappointing thing, I don't think that Scarlet and Violet have Zigzagoon, because I really wanted to make a joke and make a team with Zigzagoon in it and go, what are you talking about? It's a cat. But no. Yeah, they've got to like lock everything. Yes, I know, I'm out of everything, I get it. Here, cook better. Town. Need lettuce and potatoes. I need potatoes. But no, Zigzagoon is not an option. Or at least not last I checked, it wasn't available. Cheese. I need potatoes. Nope, that's the wrong button. No comment, bird. No comment. Potatoes. So we need 75 to get cheese. Zigzagoon is the one raccoon I'm aware of. What's up, Bonner? Hahaha, Archon, you wee thing. Come here for a big bad Bonner hug. Bonner holds you close. Why does a big bad hug feel so good? Remember a while back I got in a row with Gavin? When you told me to do what made me happiest, I immediately hopped on my boat and set off. But I didn't feel free or adventurous, just felt a bit lonely, in fact. Sailed back that same night and talked with Gavin. Getting older can be a scary thing, Archon. Keep feeling like I'm losing things. People leave, experiences pass. Now I'm starting to lose some of my memories to boot. But over my long life, I've gained lots too. My beautiful Gavin, for instance, and Caterwall. Your gran. And you too. Can't do nothing to stop my body from aging, but I can try not to lose sight of what I gained. What'll happen to you now? Went to the hospital with Gavin. swear he was more scared than me. And was shaking like an Adam's apple, struggling against a turtleneck. Okay for now, just a little hazy at times. We've been told to keep an eye out for it. Good thing I've always called cabin get 4 eyes, eh? Doctor said I ought to take fewer shifts at work. It'll be hard, but I don't want to endanger the folks I ferry. You best believe I'll spend a lot of that free time here. Your other customers will be begging me to leave. That didn't sound as good as I thought it would. Seeing Cafe de Floof now. Still can't believe it all started out as some empty field I met you at. Made Caterwall a better place, Archon. Thank you for helping me take me mind off me troubles. With cats. I need to get going, Archon. Not to have a happy little cry in Gavin's teeny tiny chest or anything. Nothing of the sort. Blessed lure. Simple but nutritious cat meal glows faintly. You can now purchase. Fisher folk have leveled up. Oh my god. Can I stop running out of things constantly? I need cheese. Ham, but I can't quite afford that. It's Sprigatito is the starter. Right? Okay, so we've got those unlocked. Let's finish this off. What? Hell? Arlo, Lala, and Gavin are at the photo book, bent over collections of photos Nain took in her youth. All the photos show one or more witches. Archon. He and Lala here just found a veritable goldmine of witch history among Ukraine's photos. Witches tend to not hold on to photographs, dear. Courtesy of them being a quite potent ingredient for curses and all that. Yeah, we were wondering if we could take these over to the library sometime to properly sort and file them. We could learn a lot about how Caterwall's witchy community used to live back then. Only have to tell me what you find out. Oh, that is terrific. Thank you so much. We'll definitely share our findings with you, but be aware it could take a long time. There are a lot of photos. Gavin picks up a photo showing a collection of wise-looking witches. Some are ancient, some are about your age. So Lala, in this photo here, these were the elders of this garden, correct? That is correct, Gavin. Any garden sorely needs its elders. The garden simply could not function without them, I think. It's a garden. Oh dear, I've never explained this to you. My apologies, Archon. Just have a bit of a tough history, I'm afraid. In the past, they were often chased away or avoided, simply for being a little bit different from non-witchy people. To avoid this fate, they found strength in solidarity, a foreign group called covens. Nowadays, most witches live in a coven. Now, coven witches tend to move around a lot. In the old times, a coven would travel to a town and negotiate with the town's leaders on prices for witchy services, such as potion making. Oh, I've read about this. If an agreement could not be made or eventually broke down, the coven would simply pack up their brooms and move, right? That's right, dear. The witches here in Caterwall, however, are what we call garden witches. Garden witches find a single place to settle and stay there. We call such covens a garden instead. There are many other types of witches, like hedge witches who travel without a coven, or balcony witches who ply the witchy trade in the city. It is said that the witches of Caterwall were a coven that traveled with the first settlers of the valley and decided to form a garden here. After they helped the village make a pact with the wild cats that lived here. Absolutely fascinating stuff. Any other questions, Archon? Oh, we call whoever is in charge of a coven an elder, dear. The elders of a coven or garden are picked by vote. Sure, in the old days, the oldest and wisest witches were often chosen to lead the coven. And that is why we call our leaders elders. But now, it is much more normal for an elder of a garden of a young age to be selected. By the way, you might also have noticed from the photo, there are witches of all genders in most covens. The stereotype that only female-presenting witches exists is a bit of a myth, I've found. Oh, really? Are there really people that think that? That's rather silly, is it not? Now this is an interesting one. There are many theories out there. My hope is that your grand's collection may hold some documents to prove or disprove some of these theories. But we shall see. I'm actually not familiar with the stories of our founding, Gavin. Could you share one, please? Of course. It is said that long ago, before the witching business existed, there was a small town hidden deep in the countryside. In the town lived a single doctor that the whole town relied on. Until one day, she herself got sick, and she had nobody to turn to. The town was much too secluded to have another doctor come and treat her. She told the town to not visit her cabin. She was afraid to infect them, too. One rainy day, the sick doctor looked out her window and noticed a hungry black cat laying by her doorstep. It was too tired to cry for help, but looked like it needed it. The doctor, although she was very sick herself, took the cat in and fed and cared for it. Now the next part is a bit fantastical. One day, the black cat spoke to her, thanked her for taking care of it, and in return taught her the art of potion making, using wild herbs from the woods. One of the potions it taught her was the cure to her disease, which she thought incurable. She proceeded to teach the trade to whoever was willing to learn, and eventually she traveled from village to village to teach the others. That is how the first coven was founded? What a beautiful story. I do love stories with a happy ending. Did she and the cat live happily ever after? There are some other records of her travels, but none mention a black cat. It is all a bit of a fairy tale anyway. I imagine the doctor simply learned potion making through her own hard work and experimentation. I hope the magic black kitty lived a long and happy life either way. Is there anything else you'd like to know, Archon? Well, that's all the questions. Of course, Archon. Thank you for allowing us to take a look at these photos. Bye now, dear. I'd love to get to the point where I'm able to buy like the special item. Take a level. Enables cat care skill. Skill, or let's just give you better skills later at night. Cats. Radiant. Some points in there. Let's restock that food. Let's go into town. Get to restock on chocolate. Starting to run low on bread. Else that we can really afford to stock up on. Good on you. Let's get that, and let's get that. sure I'm still... good on scratch pulls. Need more cat litter, but toys. We're on to the next day. What's your problem? Honestly, need more witchy cats, more plants, better toilet. Hey, on to another day. Can call a regular first thing in the morning, apparently. So we've got 3 of them maxed out. Let's go with Finley. Hi, thanks for calling. I'll be right over. Hi. 6 stove broke down. Stop breaking down. It's a RoboCat. It's the RoboCat 9000. I don't know what you're talking about, bird. The RoboCat 9000 wants my lubricant. It is pretty damn adorable. It's gonna take a fair few times to get you to come in. Can't make that. Need better chairs. Need tomatoes. Good for a level up here. Ethan can take it. I do not have points for that yet, though. Kraz, why do you need a tent? Why? Honor sometimes visits me at Hawkable Coffee. Big man still treats me like a tyke. It's kind of nice. So that's not going to be a level up. We are running out of ingredients left and right. There's a little bit, so ice cream, cherries, tomatoes. So we need like 150 points to do anything. Got it. Should have gone with tomatoes, at least then I would have had one recipe back on. Herbal tea requires herbs. Got a couple of witches in the shop. took care of that. Stray cat looking for food. So it looks like that's probably going to take 4 runs. Hard. Okay. We need ham, lettuce, ice cream, herbs, potatoes. Can I afford any? I can afford some plants. Best way to go about this, though. Zombie hand. Sunflowers. Let's go ahead and drop the sunflowers. This plant's up to 9. Okay. I want tomatoes. Levels for people. Take a level there. Levels for cats. Res. Will do. I think it's appropriate that Kraz is a tree hugger, given how much time he spends outside dealing with plants and stuff. Okay, bread. Bread, fish, mayonnaise. Boom. There. Okay. So for tomorrow I can turn you off. Let's go ahead and build. There. There's some expansion. There. Okay. On to the next day.